Hi YouTube. My name is Natalie Carmen Houston, but most of you will know me as Carmen Houston. Before I get into this video, I'm going to tell you a bit about who Natalie Carmen Houston actually is. I am an advocate for women's rights and have always fought for women's rights. I am a feminist. I have written many studies about the inequality and disempowerment of women through everything in life, such as relationships, social media, and especially through the law. I'm a barrister to be and have been studying law for 3 years. I am a survivor of domestic abuse 3 times, which will be in another video. I'll be explaining my life. I am Grenadian and Hungarian, but born and bred in the UK. I speak languages. I also model, act, and sing. I do it all, to be honest. But today is not about that. Today is about an opportunity which I thought would be a positive factor to my life that ended up being the worst thing I ever did. This video will be about how Standout TV tried to ruin my life and my reputation. I say tried because through the grace of God, I was able to walk again, and now I am able to tell my story to inspire other girls and to warn them of the dangers which come with the entertainment world. This series will be addressing many traumatic events that happened to me because of Standout TV and how my health and mental well-being were destroyed because of this organisation. Standout TV exploited me for financial gain, and I was left to rot and suffer with zero support from them. My identity and dignity was stripped away from me in the matter of seconds. I have only just started to recover from the traumas they put me through. Like, even talking about it, it's difficult, so bear with me, but I am done being silent. Through God, I have been able to stand up strong and fight for what is right. I am not only doing this so my story is heard, but most importantly, I'm doing this for women and girls, so you don't ever have to go through what Standout TV put me through. I have been called by God to use my influence to help other women as I was born again. Through me, justice will be served. No matter how hard life gets, light is always at the end of the tunnel. You have to keep going. You have to just keep pushing through. You got this, girl. I am an example of that, and I cannot wait to help women and girls achieve their dreams. This is just the beginning. Before I go into this video, I want to take a minute of silence for all the women and girls such as Carrie Flack who passed away or were severely affected due to organisations who feel as though they can exploit women and have no condemnation for that. I am doing this for the fight for women's rights. Laws must be implemented in order to stop broadcasters like Standout TV, who indulge in the disempowerment of women and allow harassment, bullying and trolling on their platform. Standout TV have caused significant harm to me physically and mentally and have defamed my character. Standout TV have used me for financial gain. The video and any videos, including me, must be taken down immediately, otherwise I will see you in court. I am calling all women, lawyers and charities to help me share this story and make a change through legislation. I'm done being silent, and this is my story. So most of you will know that I was on a show called Beta Squad, and that was an amazing experience, and I'm used to the camera, like I'm good in front of the camera, but this was the first time I got to actually witness what it's like to be on set and amongst, you know, people who are in the limelight and have successfully, you know, built a brand where they can be who they want to be and show their fans. So So from that, Standout TV reached out to me and wanted me on the show. So now looking back, I can compare. I mean, at the time anyway, I was just like, bruh, Standout TV was so unprofessional in their conduct, especially the CEO, Harry Bray. I remember Harry was so rude to me on set, completely disrespected me. I just did not feel okay at all. Like I felt so vulnerable, and I just felt like they were just mocking me, and obviously they were mocking me. But you have to bear in mind, I just turned 20. I was very, very, very naive at the time. I thought Standout TV wanted to boost me and boost who Carmen Houston is, and to show the world who Carmen Houston is. But no, honey, they wanted to destroy me. They wanted, and they did at the time. I'm gonna get into it, but this is obviously the first part of it. But they did destroy me. I was put into hospital because of Standout TV, and I will be explaining that in the other videos. So let's go into detail. So I was on set for 2 days, and you only got to see a 27 video of me and other clips that were obviously intentionally edited to make me look awful and to make me look as though I was somebody who is not Carmen Houston. Like, I am, what they purport is completely false and is not who I am whatsoever. And this is why it is so instrumental for me to speak about it, because they can't get away with what they've done to me. They cannot, and I will not allow them to. And this is why I'm putting my foot down. And if I do not see that the video is being taken down and has been taken down, then I will be going to court and I will be suing Standout TV. And honestly, people, girl, you are not ready to hear what they did to me. And the most shocking aspect of this whole situation, whatever you want to call it, court case to be, is the fact that I received so much trolling and hate and harassment and bullying on all aspects, still to this day, on my TikTok and my social media platforms. And Standout TV did nothing. Nothing. And that shows you, everyone, that they do not care about who they bring on to their platform. And obviously they do not care about me. That's all. That's what I'm trying to say right now, is they do not care about women, and they do not care about who they bring on to the show. They just want to exploit them and use them for financial gain. Because how can you see that Carmen is receiving over, like, on YouTube just alone, it was 1,000 comments of disgusting hatred, plus Instagram, plus TikTok, and nothing was said? Standout TV did not say, we do not tolerate this behavior. I honestly cannot conceptualize that whatsoever, because it is so trifling and so disgusting how they did absolutely nothing to protect my well-being and my health. Let that sink in. Really let that sink in. We are in 2024 where everybody is aware of how severe mental health is, and how a lot of things in our lives are damaging our mental health. Obviously, the most worst being social media. Social media is so damaging to us as women. I cannot find the words for how sick Standout TV, and especially the CEO. And to add to that, the CEO, Harry Bray, runs Standout TV with his, I don't know if it's wife, but his partner, and she is a woman. And she sits there, allows Harry to disempower, destroy women. And she is then perpetuating the stereotype and the narrative that this is okay. How can you sit there on set and look at how disgusting we are being treated? Like, it's just, honestly, like, it just does not make sense to me. Like, how can a woman sit there and allow another woman to be treated the way I was treated, and to see all the hate, and to wake up the next day and think, oh wow, yeah, she's gonna make us a lot of money. Another woman is allowing another woman to be treated that way. And this is what's wrong with society. Women need to be uplifting each other, and she's putting me down and other women down for a man who finds it hilarious to sexualize, objectify, and completely defame another woman. So as I mentioned earlier, we recorded for 2 days. During those 2 days, obviously Harry was completely unprofessional and the team was completely unprofessional. The girls were also, like, Beta Squad, the women were so empowering and so beautiful and so inspirational. And I really was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to be on TV and help other women, you know, find themselves and show them that even though you go through so much, you can still come out so strong on the other side. But yeah, like, the energy was just so different, like complete opposite. Beta Squad was refreshing and empowering, like, yes, Carmen, walk your walk, girl, do what you want to do type, you know what I mean? Like, I was uplifted and the girls uplifted me too. But Standout TV was completely dark and evil. So dark and evil. We were recorded in a place where there was literally a coffin. Like, I remember at the time I was just like, why is there a coffin there? What is happening? What's gonna happen? Girl, little did I know, down the line I would end up in hospital. It's like it manifested itself through Standout TV. No, honey, Standout TV did that to me. So there was alcohol on set. First red flag. Another red flag was the CEO tried to create many arguments with me, and I was really just like, what is going on here? This is not okay. And also, I hated the fact that the questions I was being asked were so sexual and so just completely, I was just not expecting that, because he gave me an impression that this was going to uplift me and show the world that, wow, Carmen Houston, like, you are empowering. Little did I know that was not the case. He had a whole other agenda that was transpiring in the mix. So he started an argument with me on set. Another girl tried to start an argument with me. I don't know whether or not that was coerced or if that was genuinely because of how dark and disgusting the atmosphere was. Plus there was alcohol involved. So when alcohol is involved, it's a whole, I was under the influence. And that's what no one knows. I was under the influence of alcohol whilst doing the video. And girls, it is so essential that you have a good support system and you have people around you who would see Standout TV and be like, red flag, like, do not go anywhere near. I went through this, like, I had to go through this because otherwise I wouldn't have learned that, you know, being on camera and wanting to be famous is not what it is made out to be. Like, it's not everything, and it's not worth it. Like, it's just not worth it. And I go back to talking about how women in this life are so vulnerable. Like, we don't understand how vulnerable we actually are until something really bad happens to us. And this is why I have to tell this story and I have to speak about it, because I know for a fact that I am not the only person Standout TV has damaged. So we're recording for 2 days and you only got to see what Standout TV wanted to put out. And this makes it even worse, because they sat there, edited the video with the woman who is a partner of Standout TV. They sat there and watched back all the edits that they made of me. I mean, all the recordings that they made of me, and said, yeah, this is okay. We're gonna ruin her life. We don't care. Like, you have to realize that I was filming for 2 days straight and you only got to see a tiny snippet of me. And those were intentionally picked. Stay tuned for part 2. I literally can't go anywhere without people asking me, was I on that show? And honestly, the fact that I was embarrassed so much, when people ask me now, I'm just like, girl, stay tuned for the YouTube, because I really do not want to be associated with an organization or whatever you want to call them. I don't want to be associated with a platform that intentionally demoralizes and disempowers women to the point where they are put into hospital. Whew, girl, honestly, you are not ready for the other parts, because they will be very upsetting. Sorry guys, honestly, it's been a long day. Upsetting. They will be very, very upsetting, because I look fine now, but when you get to hear the full extent of how they damaged me, you will really think, wow, how did she make it? Genuinely, you're gonna sit there and be like, how did this girl make it alive? But that is going to be it for part 1, because it does take a lot of courage and determination and a lot of mental strength to speak about such traumas. But regardless, I will be talking about it, because Standout TV need to be taken down completely. They should not be allowed to post. They should not be allowed to have a platform where they can ruin someone's life to the extent that they did mine.